How are you? Welcome to the RRR247 and direct-to-consumer team call, conference call, announcement call, office meeting, the everything call, because all the important stuff comes out on Tuesday night. I want you guys to write this down if you're brand new. Anytime Rory and Tanya are going to add something to the system, a product, a service, a tool to help you build, to help you make more money, to help you go global, to help you hit your goals, they'll always be added on Tuesday night and never any other night of the week. Tuesday night is the most important night of the week. Pay that forward, share it. Don't let anybody become that story and miss out on anything, right? So welcome everybody to RRR247 and direct-to-consumer team call, conference call, announcement call, the big everything call. And what else happens on Tuesday night? That's probably my favorite part, well, the beginning anyway, because the rest of it's just as good. However, we get to meet all of the brand new people that are joining the team every week, somewhere between 10 and 30 brand new people. And now's your chance. So, and whoever got you here, they want to know you made it on. Rory and Tanya want to hear your name announced and what state you're calling in from. It's just great to see. And that's how we get to learn all the names, especially them. So welcome everybody. And if you're brand new and it's your first Tuesday night, hit the little microphone in the lower left-hand corner or the space bar on your keyboard, say hello. And don't forget to say what state you're calling in from. Welcome to the call.
Hello, my name is Samantha Wyatt, and I'm calling in from Alabama.
Samantha from Alabama, welcome, ma'am. Glad you made it. Alabama's in the house. Who else is here?
Hello, my name is Linda, and I'm from Louisiana.
Linda from Louisiana, one of my favorite states to drive through and visit. Welcome. Glad you're here.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Cheryl from Iowa.
Welcome, Cheryl from Iowa. Fantastic. You're here, there you are. Thank you. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Michael, and I'm also from Louisiana.
All right, Michael from Louisiana showing up. Something's going on in Louisiana. Always something going on in Louisiana, but there's something going on here in Louisiana. So fantastic. Good to see you both. Welcome, welcome.
Can you hear me?
I can. Hi, Vicky.
Vicky Reynolds from Texas.
Texas in the house. Thank you, Vicky. Welcome. Glad you made it.
Thank you. Hi.
How are you? Who was that? Somebody else trying to say hello? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah,
anybody else?
Hello.
Oluwaskum, where are you calling in from?
Delaware.
Delaware is here. Thank you, sir. Glad you made it. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Oh, we got to put my little tally mark up there. All right, fantastic. I like keeping track of that. So every week there's somewhere between 10 and 30 new people joining the team. I think, was it last week or the week before we had over 30? Linda, I can't remember. Within the last 2 weeks. But it's always between 10 and 30 every single week. That's a great growth record. And you know what? You don't get that kind of growth record unless you're doing something right, unless you got something going on good, right? And that's why we're growing at the rate we are. So welcome everybody to the RRR247 and direct-to-consumer team call, conference call, announcement call, our big office meeting. You get to hear from our founders. You get to meet part of the leadership. But it's the most important night of the week because every big announcement, anything that is to help you build your business, grow your incomes, reach out to other countries, reach out to other states, whatever your goals are, help you hit them, it's always going to be added. Any product, service, or tool that they want to add to the system is going to happen on a Tuesday night only. Tuesday night, Tuesday night, Tuesday night. Write that down. Never miss a Tuesday night call. And then pay that forward as you have students underneath you that don't know about it yet. Get them on Tuesday night. Make sure they never miss it. Don't let them be that story, and get them on the calls. But we love hearing from all the new people as well. So if you're brand new and it's your first week here, then go ahead and click on the microphone in the lower left-hand corner, or you can hit the space bar on your keyboard if you're on a phone. And say hello. Don't forget to say what state you're calling in from, and welcome to the call.
Hello, my name is Winetta Archer, and I am calling from Florida.
Florida's in the house. Thank you, Winetta. Glad you're here. Yay, Florida. We are representing now, right?
Yes.
Glad you're here. Welcome, man. Go ahead, Karen.
I'm Sherry.
Where are you calling in from, Karen? Nope, there's somebody else. ARWC.
My name is Velma, Dr. Velma Clopton, calling in from Arizona.
Velma from Arizona is here. Thank you, ma'am. I got to get rid of that echo, whatever.
Yeah,
that is.
I think somebody's maybe on YouTube at the same time.
Yep. So welcome, Karen and Winetta and ARWC. I didn't catch your name again. I did, but
It's Velma with a V, Velma.
Velma, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and change that for
Mary
you.
Sullivan's here.
Who is it?
Mary Sullivan. Hello again, Mary.
Hello again, Mary. Glad you're here. There you go. I just changed your name to Velva too. If you see the 3 dots in our top right-hand corner, you can click on that and change your name. Anybody that has Galaxy, iPad, whatever on as your, if it's not your name up there, you can
There
click
you
on
go.
I have
those
no idea.
3 dots and do
Hi,
that.
this is Sherry from Idaho.
Jerry from Idaho is here.
Yes.
Yeah. And Andrea, where are you calling in from?
I'm calling from California.
California's here. There we go.
Yes.
We just made it all the way out to the West Coast. Thank you, ma'am. Glad you made it. Welcome to the call.
Not a
Anybody
problem.
else? Thought I just heard another voice trying to say hello. No? All right. It's 9 o'clock, so I'm going to say last call. Welcome, everybody, to the RRR247 and direct-to-consumer call. This is the most important night of the week, Tuesday. All the big announcements happen on Tuesday for you to help you build your business. Never miss it. Pay that information forward. Don't let any of your students miss a call either. Anytime we're oriented, you're going to add something to the system to help you build, to help you hit your goals, to help you make more income. It'll always be done on a Tuesday night. So that's why it's the most important night of the week. And we love meeting the new people. So last call, if you're brand new, whoever got you here would love to know you made it on. You get to announce your name and the state you're calling in from in front of Rory and Tanya right now. If you're new, click the little microphone, just say hello, tell us what state you're calling in from, and welcome to the call.
I don't see no microphone.
You're unmuted, Robin. Go ahead. Where are you calling in from?
Oh, I am calling from Holland, Michigan.
Michigan is here. Thank you, ma'am. Glad you made it. Go ahead,
Thanks.
Clayton. You got to unmute again, sir. Click the little microphone or hit the space bar on your keyboard, Clayton.
Hello, this is the initiative from Chicago.
Fantastic. Chicago's here. Welcome, sir. Glad you made it. Go ahead, Clayton.
This is Clayton from Nebraska.
Nebraska is in the house. Fantastic. Welcome, sir. Glad you made it.
Tennessee.
Jerry from Tennessee. Welcome, Jerry. Glad you made it. Ian, go ahead. You got to unmute one more time.
This is Brooke from Connecticut.
Oh, Brooke. I'm sorry. It says Ian Farr. I'm going to change your name.
Okay.
Is it B-R-O-O-K, E on the end or not?
Correct. E.
E on the end. There we go. How's that?
Perfect.
All right. Welcome, Brooke. Glad you
Thank
made it. Go ahead. Anybody else?
Teresa from Michigan.
Teresa from Clarissa from Michigan.
Yes.
Fantastic. Welcome, ma'am. Glad you made it.
Tori from Ohio.
Tori from Ohio. Welcome, Tori. Just made Linda's day. If you didn't know, she's from Ohio too. Welcome and glad you made it. Go ahead. Anybody else?
Bruce, North Carolina.
Bruce in North Carolina. Here we go. From the West Coast back out to the East Coast. Fantastic. Welcome, Bruce. Glad you made it.
Dawn from Alabama.
Dawn from Alabama. Welcome, Dawn. Alabama is represented tonight too. There was 1 or 2 others. Welcome. Glad you made it.
Roll
Hi.
Tide.
Go ahead.
Brooks from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Bill Brooks from Indianapolis. Welcome, sir. Glad you made it. All right.
I actually joined 2 weeks ago, but I got on the program yesterday.
Fantastic, Ami. Welcome and glad you made it. Thanks for unmuting, even though I said first week. Yes, first week or second week if you didn't get a chance to say hello last week. Thank you very much. Welcome and glad you made it. Anybody else?
Hi, Mike and Rose from New Mexico.
New Mexico is here in the house. Thank you, ma'am. Welcome. Glad you made it. All right, I think if that's it, I'm going to go ahead and hit some buttons so we can get going. And I think I have Sheila tonight, right? Yes. Hit that button. Then I'm going to hit that button. There we go. And there, now we're off. All right, welcome everybody. All, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 23 or 24 brand new people. Like I said, every week there's somewhere between 10 and 30 brand new people. Hi, Sherry. Glad you're here. You didn't get a chance to unmute. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. And welcome everybody to the RRR247 and direct consumer team call, our conference call, our announcement call, our office meeting with our founders, everything important to our business, what we do, how we do it, any products or services or tools that we have are always going to be launched, added into the system on Tuesday night. I want to make sure everybody gets it at the same time. Tuesday night, Tuesday night, Tuesday night, write that down. Never miss a Tuesday night call. And as you see, we had, what I say, 23, 24 brand new people. Again, it's just a beautiful thing to see. And we're growing at that kind of rate because we're doing something right. Something big is happening here. And every time Linda and I have this conversation about, I don't think it can get any bigger. I don't think it could get any better than it is right now. Does it? Somehow it does. Somehow it does. Rory and Tanya just find another way to add something to help everybody hit their goals, build their business, and create their dream life, whatever that may be for each individual. So my name's Nialetti. I live in Central Florida. That's why I got so excited when I seen Winia and a couple other people sound off from Florida. I love seeing Floridians get on the call. We need to make our numbers a little bit bigger, though. Okay, let's grow Florida big, Winia. All right. So, but we love seeing all the states. Actually, it's a beautiful thing to see, to watch people saying hello from coast to coast, north to south, across the middle of the country. It's just fantastic to see. And we got family members up in Canada. I think we got family members south of the border now, and we're growing into the other countries, Israel and so many other countries over there. It's just a beautiful thing to see, watch, and be a part of. I've been in this industry for 34 years now, guys. 34 years. It kind of tells my age, but I've been here for 34 years. But I've worked with the Ricords for 30 of those 34 years. I met them 4 years in the industry. And when I met them face to face, I realized these are fantastic human beings, unique human beings that really have that passion to help as many other families as they can, take all of their skills, pour it into a system, and help as many people worldwide accomplish what we know you can accomplish if you just do like I did in the beginning. Follow the system, follow the steps, do the work that people before you have done. And as Rory says in a million different places in all the training, do as he does, get as he gets. If you do what he does, you'll get what he gets. But you got to do what he does. You cannot change any part of the training. You cannot skip 2 or 3 of the steps. You have to follow the system, put forth the effort, become the best student of the system and the best student of the industry that you can. And whatever your goals are, if you don't make the one mistake you can make here, give up on yourself and quit, you will hit them. You will hit them. And if you have any roadblocks in front of you, any stumbling blocks, any friction points and things you don't understand, your instructor and their instructor and a plethora of other instructors in here and leaders in the company are teaching classes everywhere. Everybody wants to help you build your business. Doesn't matter whose organization you're in. It doesn't matter where you're at within the company. It doesn't matter how slow you're getting started or how fast you're getting started. You're all equal members of the family. And there's a ton of people here that are ready to train you, help you, do whatever it takes to help you hit your goals. So I've been here for a while. Like I said, I've known the Ricords for 30 years now. I met Rory first because he was working for a company that I needed their service. I actually met him in Miami face to face. I knew I wanted to be part of that guy's life for the rest of my life. That techie brain of his still blows me away till today. And the technology that we're using today is just simply amazing. It's like every time I turn it on, there's a little light behind my computer goes, something like that. Y'all seen that commercial, right? It's fantastic what we have compared to what we had back then. But what we had back then was still a lot better than anybody else had out there because of his technology brain that he has. And then I got to meet Tanya, a wonderful human being. A young lady, when I first met her, she's still very young, but she was a very young lady 30 years ago, right? Raising 7 kids, 6 of them played football. I know what that's like. I only had 1 playing football, and it was a workload for me. But she was raising 6 kids and running, or 7 kids, 6 playing football, running several other businesses in the financial industry, right? And helping Rory put this together and train people and keep everything on track and design stuff and coming up with ideas to implement. The 2 of them are a powerhouse couple. They're the definition that Jim Rohn gave me decades ago, has said the true legends on this planet are the people who find the ways to help the most other people. That's Rory and Tanya Ricord. I'm glad I met them. I cherish them. They're not just, business associates anymore. We're not just partners in here. I've known them for 3 decades. They are family to me. I call him my brother. I call her my sister. And I cherish every second that I get with them. And we have traveled the world together, vacationed together, celebrated holidays together. And yes, everywhere Roy and I go, we find a way to charter a boat, wet a line, because that's our other pastime. Other than working this business and helping people, we love to fish. So you always see me in one of these real life shirts. And if I'm not at my desk, I'm out wetting a line somewhere. So welcome, guys. This is the team behind you. But there's so many leaders in here, just like me, that have listened to their story, listened to their passion, listened to their vision of what they want to do with this company. And they became instructors and then moved up through the ranks of instructors to become the top instructor level, which is called Master System Instructor. When you hit Master System Instructor, you know the system inside and out. You can teach it to anybody. You don't need scripts. You don't need booklets. You don't hold anything in front of you. You've been doing it long enough that you can just tell anybody off a cuff. Is that what it's called? How to do this and how to do that, answer any questions. Very, very, very rarely do we get stumped on questions, and we do. But you know what happens when we do that? We all meet in a little circle and we ask each other, hey, anybody know how this works? Boom. At least 2 or 3 of them know. Now we all know. So we work together as one big team building this dream, this vision that Rory and Tanya had, which is to spread out around the globe, teach everybody how to be online marketers and help them live a better life of financial freedom and time freedom and hit whatever goals they are. So it doesn't matter if you want to just earn a little, supplement your income and, pad your retirement a little bit, or you want to switch gears and make this full-time like so many of us did. The tools are here, the vehicle's here, everything you need is in place. All you've got to do, get plugged in, put forth the effort, don't give up, follow the steps, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Rory's always reinventing the wheel for us. If there's something he's fixed, he'll do it. Something he's tweaked, he'll do it. Something he's added to it, he'll do it. New technology comes out, don't worry, he's on top of it, he'll add it. You don't have to worry about none of that. All you got to do is jump in, follow the steps, put forth as much effort as you can with whatever time you do have daily, and you'll hit your goal. We'll all get to that tunnel at the end of the light at different times, because some people are working very part-time, some people are working very full-time. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Just do everything that you can in whatever time you have and keep moving forward. And like I said earlier, don't make the only mistake you can make here, give up on yourself. So that leadership team around him, I've got to meet, I think, every single one of them now, except for my dear friend, our dear friend, Melissa, who I hope I'm going to get a chance to meet too. You guys will see her later on. You'll see her on other calls as well. She's an incredible human being as well. But I've got to meet every one of them because I go to the events. That's how I get to really know them. I talk to them on Zoom. We've had phone calls, right? But when you go to the events and you meet somebody live and you look in their eyes and you shake their hands, or give them a hug. We are huggers. So when you go to an event, get ready for your hug. That's right, Andrew. We are huggers, and it's going to always be that way. Okay. But that's when you really get to know somebody, right? You can look in their eyes and feel their energy, listen to their story, and very personal, and then, have a conversation with another human being that's been here, had success in front of you, and just duplicate whatever efforts. Take whatever each one can teach you, implement it, the parts that you like, and keep moving forward, right? But I've got to meet all of them, and there's some of them just stand out. They just walk into a room and they glow, right? They walk into a room and you're backing me to them, and you turn your head like this because you just felt them come into the room. We've got some of them here that are just like that. amazing human beings, right? They're not just MSIs that are building their team and helping their student. They're MSIs who see other projects that Rory and Tanya are getting involved in, and they say, hey, let me help with that. Hey, that happens to be one of my passions, or that happens to be one of my strengths, or that happens to be something that I have experience in. Let me help with that. Let me take the workload and let me work on that system and help you build that thing and get it right. And that's the MSI that I'm going to introduce to you tonight. If you've been on all the last, 10 or 12 Tuesday night calls, then you've met a lot of the leadership team and you've met some of the MSIs. So we're going to keep doing that until we run out of that leadership to call, and then we'll start something new. Maybe we'll go back and start over and let all the new people meet that leadership team again. This MSI I've met several times. This MSI, I'm glad I finally, Linda, got to share a glass of wine with her when she opened up that first bottle, right? Well, the first bottle was on in Zoom, but I finally got to have a glass of wine with her at I don't even remember which event it was, because we go to so many events. We go to all the events. She lives out here on the East Coast with me. We've got a very big project inside here. You guys have probably heard of it already, and it's called Brain Food Academy. If you haven't heard about Brain Food Academy, then call your instructor tomorrow and say, please fill me in and tell me what that is. We have a private education program that we can take to the world. Who's helping Rory and Tanya lead up that program? The MSI that I'm about to introduce you to. She's an unbelievable blogger. She's probably got 7,416 pages on her PBS, because she probably makes 5 a day. She gets an idea in her head, she sits down and writes a 1,000 word page of information on that product or service or idea that she had. So she's been teaching everybody else how to blog for a long time. She's helping with our Brain Food Academy. She gets on our training calls, as busy as she is, even if she's on the road or even if she's at the ballpark with one of the kids. She's always there. She's always listening, and she's always willing to help out any way she can. So help you guys welcome, and you want to get to know these stories, write them down, because these stories are going to help you build your business as well. Her story is going to relate to somebody else that you talk to someday. So I want you guys to learn how to write these stories down. Welcome to the call, MSI extraordinaire, Miss Sheila Matchett. I can't wait to see what you're going to share today. The microphone is yours. If you can unmute, take it away, ma'am. Where'd you go?
I'm here.
There you are. Love you, darling. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. What can I say? I love my PBS. Tanya loves wine. I love my PBS.
Did you like that 7,416 pages?
Not quite there yet, but that's my goal. I'm gonna have a 10,000 page PBS before I leave this earth. And I do write in it. I'm in it every day. I love to write. I love to make sure that my voice is heard. It's out there because I have in my heart that I have something for people to hear. It might not relate to everybody, but I know there's something that has happened in my life, an opinion I have, some research I found that somebody needs. And I write it down. My PBS is my heart and soul. If anybody goes to my website, they see me. Every page is me. I took it to heart when Rory said, it's yours, make it yours. It is, it's mine. I take ownership of it and I love it. A little bit about my background. I have more education than I need, but everything that I have done has led me here. I do have 3 degrees. My last one was nursing. I was in nursing for 7.5 years. My specialty was gastroenterology and hepatology. So I got to look at people's other parts on a daily basis. And I loved it. I love my patients. I also have a degree in math and computer science, as well as marketing education or marketing background, administration. So again, we're in a marketing business. Everything that I did has a purpose. When I was little, My grandmother, she was a nurse. She was an RN. That's where I got my passion and love for helping people. And she worked third shift. And she came in one morning. All the grandkids, girls, went to grandma's house on Friday night so that we could be there when she got home on Saturday morning to help her bake cakes. I grew up in the South here in North Carolina, and my grandfather was a Baptist minister. And we had people come in at grandma's all the time. The weekends was, I would say, the worst because they would drop in at any time. Well, grandma was the type that she wanted to make sure they had something to eat. So my job was to make biscuits, and my cousin's job was to get the eggs ready and the batter for cakes. And my sister's job was to make sure the dishes was clean. So all the girls in our generation, we had a job to do for grandma. And I never forget one day she walked in and she said, I was sitting there with my hands in dough. I was about 6 years old. And she said, you're going to teach the world. I was like, I don't want to teach, I want to play ball because I was an athlete. I wanted to be out there with the guys. I wanted to be, in the mud. I wanted to be sports. I was not going to be teaching. That was just too difficult. I didn't want to do that. I had to sit down. And she said, no, you're going to teach the world. She said, I don't know when, I don't know how, but you're going to teach the world. And it stuck with me. And then lo and behold, 6 years ago, I come across this Rory Ricord man, an ad, as everybody else did. And I was like, you know what? I love to write. I love to read. Reading's my passion, but I love to write. I love to research. If anybody knows me, I'm a hardcore K. Give me a problem, I got to figure it out. And not just one way. I got to have all the sideways, the upside, downside. Any situation, I need to have a map for it. Let me know the ins and outs. That's me. I'm not really an action person. That is my last go-to. Give me the knowledge. Let me figure it out. Then let me go help somebody else figure it out. That's what I want to do. And so I got into this PBS as a nurse. Starting out, I came home, homeschooled my kids for up to 10th grade. My husband, when we had my first child, he was like, I don't want you to work. I want you to stay home and take care of our kids. I want you to raise our children. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to argue with you. I'll come home. So I came home and homeschooled my children up until they got into high school. They wanted to experience high school, so I allowed them to go to school. And when they did that, I took the knowledge that I gained while I was homeschooling them and went into the workforce. And I got into the car industry, which was a total 360 from what I normally was used to. But I learned that from the ground floor up. For those of you that might know Mr. Bruton Smith, who passed away a couple of years ago, I worked literally across from him. I saw him every day. And I was one of the people that actually helped when he started his corporate industry here in Charlotte area. I went over to their industry over there. And I learned a lot. I learned how to deal with people. I learned how to deal with problems. I learned how to solve things. But I'm always a thinker. When I got into PBS, we didn't have the training we have today. It was like, here's 26 videos of Rory showing you how to do step one all the way to the end. And I had an instructor that I didn't know of. I was given that link for those instructions, and I watched them every day. Okay. But I was still working a 60, 70-hour week, at my job with the dealership in the corporate field. And I was like, okay, I can't do this and do 60 hours a week. Let me work on my weekends. So on my weekend, the first weekend I did this program, I rebuilt my whole PBS in one weekend. And then we didn't have 40-some pages. We had 118. Okay. And I did it one weekend. And I was so excited. I told my mom, I still call my mom. Those of you that still have your mom, calls your mom. I called my mom. I said, Mom, you got to see what I'm doing now. It's so exciting. I finally get to write. And about 3 hours later, my mom calls me and says, what have you gotten yourself into? And I was like, what? And I was my wedding coordinator for my cousin. So she was getting married. She was having a destination wedding. So I went on a cruise and took my laptop and I said, okay, let's revamp this. Let's break this down and see what happened. And I was doing my PBS like I was doing a corporate presentation. My whole 118 pages was a corporate presentation, dry as a bone. And I was like, this isn't me. I got to rediscover who I am. So on that cruise, that's what I did. I took 7 days to figure out who Sheila was again, what my dreams were, what my aspirations were. And I came back and that next weekend, I rewrote it again. And I was happy with it. It was me from the time I was 6 years old to the time I became an adult. And I incorporated all of my dreams, my aspirations, my hopes, my failures, my accomplishments, my knowledge base, everything that I am is in my site. So my biggest thing that I tell people when you get into this business, it's not always about sales. Yes, we want to make money, but we have a platform that we can show people an easier way to do things. Our experiences, our knowledge can help people. There's an audience out there that's looking for what you have to say. And your PBS is the way to do that. Then you figure out what you want to market in. And the first time that I did that, like I said, the first 2 weeks, I did my PBS twice. The third week, I applied for Google AdSense and I got it on the first try. I was 3 weeks in. I marketed, I wrote a page and market, write a page, market, write a page, advertise. And people's like, well, how did you know to do that? We had videos and I watched those videos. I would pause them, rewind it, and take notes. I have notebooks from when I started that I literally took notes off of the recording. That's how I learned this program. And about a month into it, I met my instructor. And she was saying, well, you need to do this. I've already done it. Well, you need to do that. I've already done it. I'm not one to sit around and wait. If you've given me the tools, I'm going to go ahead and investigate those tools and use them to my best ability. And trust me, you have all the tools. Rory's provided all the tools that you need to get this business going. And speaking of Rory and Tanya, the first time I saw Rory was the first function I went to. And the reason I say saw Rory is because I didn't actually get to meet him. He was bombarded with so many people, you couldn't get to him. And I'm the type, I'm not going to crowd on anybody. Plus, I had my own team. So I was always instructing, always talking. So I didn't actually get to meet Rory physically hand to hand till about 2 years in. I saw him, I spoke to him, but to actually sit down and talk. And Tanya, she's my heart sister. She's one of my heart sisters. I didn't meet her until probably the last couple of years where we actually talked. But we were at a function and they called all the MSIs up on one of the trainings. And we were a panel for anybody to ask us any kind of question. Now, I'm a background person. Let me stay in the background. And they were asking questions and nobody was answering. And I was like, okay, I know this answer. I was back in school. I know this answer. I know this answer. So after the panel was done, here comes this petite, bubbly lady, and she has this look on her face. And I'm like, oh, Lord, I'm in trouble. What did I do now? I just opened my mouth. And it was Tanya. And she looked me dead in the face and she said, you need to be out front more. I was like, no, I'm a background person. She said, no, I need you out front more. That was my first meeting with Tanya. And I told her, I said, wherever you need me, that's where you put me. That's what I told Rory. And it wasn't long after that, I actually got to meet Rory and sit down and talk with Rory. So I met Tanya first and physically talked with Tanya first. And she has a heart of gold. She is the one person, she's tough. I can relate with her. We do that tough love because sometimes you need that tough love to break through the barriers. And then once you get through the barriers, then you can give the soft love and the nurturing love. So the tough love, yes, we need it. We all need it. And she was tough love. If I ever need anything, I need to get back on a path, yes, I go to Tanya. If I need and then something talked about the PBS, I'll go to Rory. But for those bonding moments, I need Tanya. And she is the one person that is the glue to this PBS program. So if you ever get a chance to talk with her, just talk, get that opportunity, because she will enlighten you. She will give you encouragement. She will give you a pathway and open up doors that you probably didn't even know were open and available to you. And I'm very, very honored to have both of them with me through this endeavor and this adventure. And it has allowed me to leave my job over 6.5 years ago and do this full time. And this is all I do, and I love it. And without them, I probably would still be in a corporate job, being miserable, working 70, 80-hour weeks and not having any time with my family. But they gave me the opportunity to walk away from that job, making lots of money. But now I do what I want when I want. I get to spend time with my kids, with my husband. I travel with him. And when my grandkids call and say, Mama, can you come get me? Yes. Do you want to go on a trip with me? My husband will say, yes, let me grab my laptop. And my business is there. There's a lot of times I'll be traveling down the road and I got my laptop and a Wi-Fi card in my lap working. So there's no excuse not to do this business. And the way Rory has it set up and structured, you can literally do it anywhere. I've been on a ball field doing calls, posting ads, traveling down the highway, posting ads. So if you really want to get involved and know what this business is all about, listen to Rory and Tanya. And with that, I'm going to introduce you, my mentors, Miss Tanya Ricord. Where are you?
Here. Thank you so much, Sheila. You're just amazing. You look beautiful tonight, by the way. Just wow. I was like, oh, she's a looker. Just like, I love her. You guys, I love her so much. We're so similar and we have a lot of different background and we both have a very strong faith too. And so that I think draws us together very closely. Also, even though we're both not nurturing people by nature, I guess we are, but we aren't, if that makes any sense. We both love a structure and we love information. And so I just really resonate with her. And she's just such an amazing lady. I'm so glad you guys got to hear from her. Thank you, Sheila. You're just amazing. Yeah, I got to meet her one-on-one, and she, like Niall said, she's one of those people that she walks in the room, you can feel her, and you just know that you can just feel that love from her. And I really admire her. And she's also a grandmother like I am, so we have that as well. So yeah, we are definitely family and Christ focused, and I just love that about us. So thank you, Sheila. You're amazing. If you guys, you'll get to hear from her a lot more if you guys are joining one of our anchor offers, which is Brain Food, which Niall mentioned. Those calls are Wednesday nights. So you guys if you are new here, welcome. We'll get you plugged into the calendar, get you all the information. You guys, we have so many trainings. We have so much love because we want to make it easy for you guys. Now, Sheila was talking about the old days with the videos and the pausing and I had so many of our top leaders here. And so that they'd watch the video, they'd pause and writing it all down and try to go back and do it. And yeah, that was how it was. And now we've just tried to make it easier and easier. As we get better, we make systems easier. And Rory really is brilliant at systems and at marketing and different processes. And I have to say that I just feel like he's definitely always looking for a direction for you guys to make it easier and better and smoother for you guys. So welcome, you guys. We have so many different levels of involvement here. So find where you are. I always say this, you guys always pray, ask God what direction you guys need to go, but find the level of involvement you want. If you want it to be like how Sheila was, where you get in there and start writing your pages and posting ads and if you want just that level, then we have that for you. But we have so much more as well. As Sheila is, as she's a top leader here, you guys know she's involved in all the different anchors that we have here and all the different advertisings that we do. And it's an amazing opportunity. And you guys, there's nothing like this here. Working for yourself and having your own business is definitely, it's a mind shift. And if you've never done it before, it does take a learning curve. So, keep that in mind, but just keep going. Don't give up on yourselves. Stay consistent and follow the process. And you guys will definitely find success if you gotta push yourself through it. So, without further ado, I'm going to bring my husband Rory on. We have so much to cover tonight, and it's such a short time to do so. But yeah, welcome you guys, Rory.
Sheila, you are awesome.
Isn't she amazing? She's
Yeah.
amazing.
By the way, guys, that is the MSI that's in charge of Brain Food Academy, which, I mean, classes are starting soon, and I'm gonna just I'm gonna highlight some stuff there. We're gonna have a teacher call at some point here soon. You guys, we're rolling. We're marketing. We're into full launch. But you guys, mark my words. That project is going to take a while to get the momentum up, but that project's bigger than I think anybody here understands. We started working on this years ago, okay? We started working on the curriculum in 2017, knowing that it was a possibility, and then you guys all watched the world go to hell, right? If you are paying attention, and I know Sheila is, okay, and I'll tell you, we got all sorts of fun elements we got to work on, all right? And Sheila covers things on the open house on every Wednesday, and our job is going to be marketing this, but also marketing how to get funding per state, per family. That's going to be the caveat that we need to isolate, because that's the number one thing people are looking for, is they're looking for a solution for homeschool. In case you guys didn't know this, never before has homeschool become the coveted direction of every parent. We are absolutely in the right place at the right time yet again. And these are shifts that people don't just like wake up in January of one year and move. They think about this. And the number one thing with everybody that I'm watching, all the groups, parents want to do it. They just don't know how to begin. They don't know where to go. We got to solve that. Because proper marketing makes sales order taking. And I'm gonna just share this, and we're gonna progress. But it's perfect because she was on today. She saw this vision from day one. When we said we were going to do this, she knew exactly, like, oh, I know you guys. I know what this means, right? And she's watched the progress. And you guys, we've progressed a lot. Okay, now we're already working on a second rendition to make things even better, because, well, that's what Daniel will do, right? And I'm going to tell you guys, what we have is no one has anything like what we have. We got to market it to the world. We got to solve the problems, but proper marketing handles every objection or question somebody's going to have. And that's what we're refining that right now. And it'll take a bit. You guys, if you look at all the home runs that we've had, they look like they're just genius things out the park. But what some people don't realize is it took us 18 months, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years to figure it out. We had to figure out the messaging. We had to figure out the stuff that's really hard. You guys, companies don't know how to market, and when they figure it out, that's when they soar. Nothing's different for us. We're marketers, and yet we got to figure out how to market, get the message out there, solve every problem so that we can become order takers. We're working on that in education. Now, it's a big desire, a need. I guess I'll call it a passion for us to do it, but also makes the world a better place, and it fits our agendas. Right? We want to sell things that people love, want, and desire, and things that are going to make the world a better place. And education is big. So when you guys see us marketing that and putting that stuff out there, you're part of that. But we know that we took on a big, huge, I would call it a well of a process. We knew it. And we're doing it on the backs of our successes of everything else. If we weren't doing good in all of our other areas, we couldn't have launched that. Because that project is just a money pit of development and procurement. It's something you have to have a long vision to accomplish. And that's something we are very good at here. The patient process, yeah, it's our best friend. Also, we have survived in a very competitive lead generation marketplace for decades because of our patience. We just will outlast anybody else. And we got to do that and teach that and inspire that with our RRR247 community. It's powerful, guys. And just being part of what we're doing, where it's going. And we're doing things differently. We're doing things right. We're doing things where we can make a big, huge difference. And in the school thing, the goal has always been to do it so affordable that not only can the kid get great education, but they can get tutoring to help them prevail as an individual student as well. Always been part of the plan. So I just like to highlight that so you guys know we're going there. I've got a couple things to highlight today. And I got some fun things to show too. Tanya and I got a video today. I know we can share it. I'm going to have the links for this. So Saturday, folks, when we're building pages, we're going to spend a little bit of time on Bella Vita updates. We're going to be getting ready for what we know is coming, meaning we're going to clean up the house, make some modifications, because in the next coming months, we have a new product coming. Also, we have new promotions coming. We got some things going on, and we want to do everything we can to get our community here to live events together. We absolutely love it. Okay. And we got some live events coming. We also have a incentive cruise coming. All right. We're going to hear about it in one of the, it's coming. We know it's coming. We know it's coming up. And we know in the live events, you know, they're coming because we have a brand new product being added to our anchor offer #1, Bella Vita. It's a product that it's going to, you guys, it is a huge, huge, you guys are so awesome. If I could show you guys it right now, which I can't, you wouldn't sleep for at least a week. At least a week. You'd be going, oh my gosh. Sheila would be writing so many pages on this new product. Like so many new pages. It is, and it's something, it's so, you guys, I'm so, you know, I've been around all these industries and the marketing for a long time. And every now and then something very special happens. It takes something that's good, that's great, and puts it in a whole new level. It's not very common. I've seen it happen just a few times in 3+ decades, almost 4 decades. And I promise you this is bigger than any of those other ones we've gone through. And we've made tens of millions of dollars with those other changes. Like we made a lot of money. The success, if you measure the success that way, but this is the beginning of something freaking, it's insane. It's insane good. Like I can't even explain it other than I'm so glad it excites me on all levels because I get it. And as a marketer, I get it. As a user, I get it. As a lover of great products, I get it. Guys, this is awesome, but we want to make sure everything's ready. So the Saturdays are super important. The Tuesdays are super important. You know, everybody that's coming on these Tuesdays, you guys, we get a drip on these things and share things with you. And hopefully we're giving you a little bit of to keep your business going. This is your business call. Tanya and I come on here. The leaders come on here for you. We can't call you all individually. You know, Sheila brought up something and it takes me back. You know, we didn't always have Zoom, folks. Zoom wasn't big enough for us at first. It wasn't big enough. We had to do conference calls still. Remember this? And you guys, I kept trying Zoom, but Zoom wouldn't work. We were too big. Zoom, we had to wait for Zoom to advance. We had to wait for Zoom to get to 500, and then we were filling that up. We had to wait for Zoom to get bigger, or else we couldn't use it. And look what we get to do on Zooms. Like we get to have face-to-face meetings, and they're nothing like our live meetings, but this is better than just the phone calls. Yeah, you guys, we have so many people that want a better life, and they come into our doors. And part of that is being around the right people and being around the right energy constantly. Our own lights go dim if we're not fed with good energy around us, which is why we do these calls. We do these Zooms. It's to feed the energy with you guys. It's a commitment, right? We got to eat. We got to consume the right energy to produce the right outcome of we got to pass energy forward, right? Good in, good out. That's why we do these trainings. You know, Tanya gets to come on here and share her wisdom and the things that she's so good at, which helps the business model. I get to come share some stuff. And then we also get to do it on the Saturdays and keep things progressing. We didn't always have this. We learned this is what was necessary, what was needed. You know, more and more, we're, you know, doing more hands-on to help people get over, you know, to keep building the stride. Now, yes, we're going to be doing a lot of blogging and posting globally. Like, we have reasons to do it. And we're going to have massive reasons to do it in just a short few months. It's coming quick. I'll tell you this. I'm working behind the scenes with our programming and the graphics to get things ready, because I want to hit the ground running the second we can put it out. The very second we get to launch it at a meeting and go, I want us to be ready. I don't want to waste time. It's huge. And it all is circular. All of it is circular. Everything markets to each other. Everything's planned out that way. All right, I'm going to go over a couple highlights. One, IBO program. I'm going to state this. If anybody was getting set up in the IBO the end of last year and you haven't got set up, get with your instructor, get on the sheet, because we want to put them on a priority list to get added and going right away. They've cleaned up a lot of the garbage. They have the stuff figured out from things that happened at the end of last year. Get on that sheet. Instructors, reach out to your students that if they were pending. We had like 120 pending in December. We can get homes for all of them right now. In addition to that, IBOs, guys, we have never been as good as we are now. We've increased everything. We have people staying on longer, way past the 6 months. We started a whole new process in January, and we have people that got set up in January that are still going, and here it is 8 months later. And I don't mean a few, a lot. We're making progress. Things are just getting better. So if you're not aware what the IBO program is, it's the bottom video on step 1 in the training. Get with your instructor to go through it. We have more slots for the premium one. So there's a credit score part to it. If you're above a 650, you can get in the premium one, which is $1,000 a month. It's guaranteed for 9 months. And then our standard one is $750. And we're working on other ways to increase even that one. Guys, they're just making it better. The people we work with are vetted out so strong. We feel very comfortable about every single advertiser and longevity plans with them. You guys, it's a big marketplace. And I think I need to stress a few other things. We all, if you're doing V marketing, you need to step it up, right? Get your consistency going on. We are about to go into a big surge time of the year. September, October, November, and we go into December. We're going to have some amazing things come our way. You want to be in motion. So attend the trainings, learn how to do it. If you're not doing V marketing yet and you're brand new, do what your instructor says and, get your pages modified. Sheila brought up that she knocked it out in a weekend. Well, there's a lot less pages now. If you buckle down and get doing it, and here's the thing, you might want to do it again when you get better and you're like, hey, I can do it better. Do it again. Nothing's here to stop you. And having the right content and the right directions makes more money. There is an art form to what the performance blogging is. And on those Thursday trainings with the MSIs, you're learning from the best of the best here to get things up and running, and you're learning new styles of writing. And you guys, when we always have things that get caught up. We focus on our anchors. And then outside of that, we're going to focus on blogging, other things, other interests, so that we can gain traffic, because there's no rules to this. There's our structure. That's the rule. But we can do whatever other content we want that's not tied to the structure to bring people in. We can write on anything and everything unless it goes against Google guidelines. I guess I'll put that out there. So, but reasonably, we can write on all sorts of political pieces. We can write on all sorts of things. And you guys, we've got so much content to share, directions that we want to go that are going to help the circular cause. And we're going to be doing that on the Saturdays, especially. That's the time we focus on it. Thursdays and Saturdays on Thursdays, like a study hall for everybody. It's where we focus on things. But Thursdays, there's going to be some great content help. And I'm going to tell you one article done the right way with the right timing of placement and keywords can generate so many hits that gets that meter going, that Google AdSense craze can build up. And I'll tell you, it's possible to have several $100s a day in revenue from Google AdSense. I've done it. But you got to get it started, get the thing going and build on it. And that's just one aspect of what we do. I will always stress this on the PBS. I expect everybody to get their pages modified, get Google AdSense, and get traffic going by posting ads and see $5, $10, $15, $20 a day. I expect that. Those that do a very amazing job are going to see the hundreds a day come in from that. The big money, though, comes from us building teams and leveraging the system to help a lot of other families. But when you add it all up, we create revenues to run a beautiful lifestyle. So it's good to put the focus on here again. It's good to cover all that. All right. I got something really cool to show. Let me I want to share this. It's going to be released. We get to use this on our blogging pages, and we're going to use it for our follow-up pages for our continuing of the marketing of the Bella Vita products. Okay, this is a culture piece. Now, in case anybody here wonders how much involvement RRR247 represents in our #1 anchor offer, I want you just to sit back and watch. And you tell me if this is the company's video. Look at all of our people in these videos, and it'll answer the question for you. And I watched this, and I went, because we know we're a big part. But to see it represented in the marketing pieces and the film and the events, and this is a highlight of all the years. Tanya and I saw it for the first time today. I'm going to bring it up here. Tanya, you ready for this?
Yes, absolutely. Let's go. Bring it.
And guys, I watched this, and let's see if you can recognize anybody, okay? Recognize it. But Saturday, I will have the embed codes for 3 videos. There's a new product video. We got that embed code already. There's a compensation video, and then there's this video. We'll have all 3 of them available, and we'll be working them on Saturday. I won't get them for a day or so, but this one just got done. I'm going to share this.
When I found Bella Vita, I wasn't looking for an opportunity, but I couldn't be more happy with what's happened.
I fell in love with the company and it just felt like home.
It's the members that make the company.
I really love the culture, and it's like a big old family. I love that.
And being able to sit with all the top leaders, really just see everyone for who they are.
So let's go make some big things happen, guys. Thank you very much.
It was an incredible experience.
Today is the day that you will remember for the rest of your life. I promise you that.
I love their focus on community and helping people. been amazing.
I fell in love. This is a company that's being designed to last forever.
The best way to predict the future is to create it, correct? Because we know at the end of the day, it's you guys that built this company.
We throw a party like no other company. You have to be here.
Four years later, he has done even more than he said.
$100 million in sales, 100,000 people around the world, and we're in 70 plus countries.
I have never been with people that are so welcoming. Everyone is here to help you succeed.
I've experienced growth here that I've never experienced in other companies before.
Sorry, found my home, and I am glad to be here, and I'm not going anywhere.
That this is where I'm planting my flag.
You are a member of this company. This is your company, and we're building it for you guys.
Now here's what I bring up, and this is right to the end of the call today, which is perfect. That inspires me because the memories of what we've built. I mean, and guys, it's triple R throughout the whole thing. Like, it's thick, right? Niall's voice is in there. I don't know if you guys caught that, right? And you guys, you see the part that we're at. So, we've been part of something. And we have a collective of amazing, I would call them home runs. We've just got so many things going that are great, but they all work together. Bella Vita was a great addition, and we see where that's going. It's getting better and better and better. And I'm going to get that video link for you guys, because here's what it's good for. It's good to drip on our people, right? Share it out there. But also when we do our inspiration pieces about who we are, what we're part of, that's a great thing to show. It's just great. It's short. It covers it all. And that's just, you guys, that's just the beginning, right? Bella Vita, we're in our 5th year. We're 16 years into triple R. Okay. Things just get better and better, and when you have progress, you're doing the right things when things get better. We're not still here. If anybody's bored, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's unending for me. I don't even know where to begin some days because there's so much going on. We are setting the pieces. We're doing things that people aren't even aware of yet. We're in the forefront in a lot of things. That's what true good marketers do, is you see the trend and get ahead of it. No one wins by recognizing a trend when it's hitting. You only win when you recognize a trend and get in front of it. That's what we get to do. And you guys, we are in front of so much with what we do. It's just awesome to see it. All right, I'm going to close out. We got the Millionaire course. I'll see you guys there in 5 minutes. And anybody can go to the Millionaire course to start out. You have to have 1 PBS in the V marketing for the week prior to attend the second part. But you can show up, stake your claim, you're going to be part of this, and go from there. I think we had a lot of people get a PBS in this last week. It was freaking awesome. It makes me feel like we're getting somewhere. We're actually growing. We're not growing. We're growing new people. That's the strength, guys. Duplication with the new, helping more people get started with the right path. All right. See you in 5 minutes. Love you guys.